But you said there's a big difference in how it's done in the US, given you've been there for 11 years now that you just relocated. Talk to me about how different that is, because coming down to Kenya, you realize even a lot of our radio stations or a lot of our TV stations would play a lot of music from there, or even a lot of individuals would opt to listen to music from the, particularly worship songs. And we have the lyrics in our head as opposed to having, you know, music from our very own Kenyan gospel ministers. So how different is this?
Again, it goes back to the content. You know, when you if your lyrics are word-based, then that gets to stick with the people, because you minister to the spirit man. You know, we are the body, but we have a spirit inside of us that needs to be fed. Like Jesus said, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of the Lord. So you find, you know, most musicians, like we've attended concerts where we have Bethel, you know, Jesus Culture.
Travis Green is just in the country.
Yes, yes, exactly. So, I mean, we've sat under so many musicians in the US, but you look at the content, you know, that makes a huge difference. Now, that coupled up with the excellence that comes with it, you know, it ministers to the mind, body, and soul. So it gets to stick there. Because, again, the US, they are excellent in whatever they do. The practice is amazing. It can take days and hours. They spend time in it, you know, such that they want to produce something that is of standard. But that in itself, without the content which carries the anointing that attracts, that makes the difference, then, you know, you end up having music that is good, it's nice, but it won't last for long.
It does not have a long lifespan.
It doesn't have a long lifespan, because the anointing is what preserves the words of that song. That you can find, like, we have some songs, hymns, for example, old school hymns, you know, Amazing Grace, you know, yet still today we sing Amazing Grace. It is well with my soul. I mean, these are songs that came from a deep place. Some of them is testimonies. It's testimonies, and then in testimonies are part of the gospel that encourage people, lift up people. But when we enter into it and think, you know, we're doing this for money, you know, nothing wrong with that. But again, wrong in the sense that there's nothing wrong in getting rewarded for, you know, doing your gift, but it is wrong to pursue the finances as opposed to the purpose to which you have been called. Then you've missed the reason, you know, why you are doing what you're doing. Don't come out from your purpose, your calling, you know. And one thing in the US, if you look at even Bethel, for example, or Hillsong, I mean, when they're worshiping, even right now we have a Maverick City, look at them. I mean, they came to our church in the US, they were just right there in front of me, and it was amazing. Just seeing the passion in which they were, you know, singing. You know, they became a part of that song, and there were young people in that room, and let me tell you, they were lying down, prostrate, worshiping. The sound was excellent, everything was excellent, but again, it broke down people in their hearts, you know, to just want God more. It drew them more to God.